Hello, everybody. Welcome to Module 3. This is Dr. Sheritz to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing in this module. First of all, I want to say I've really enjoyed getting to know all of you and reading your posts and so forth. I'm recording this on a Monday on Labor Day, so I'm laboring on Labor Day. So I have not had a chance to grade all of your articles, critiques yet because they're not due yet, but I will be getting those done the next couple of days. So I really have enjoyed getting to know all of you, reading, watching the videos of your children's books and how they can support children from diverse needs or diverse backgrounds, I should say. So, Module 3 is all about emergent literacy, which I love. I love emergent literacy. So, you are going to be reading Chapter 4 of your book, and it's all about emergent literacy. Before coming to Southeastern, this is only my second year, I was a principal at a primary school, so I had pre-K through second grade, and I had about 500 students, and so I have a lot of background with early childhood. Love early childhood. I love all kids, but early childhood's kind of my jam. So this week, what you're going to do for your discussion board, we're going to do another video. So you're going to make a video demonstrating an emergent literacy strategy. And when you demonstrate the strategy, make sure everybody can see the strategy and yeah, that's it. You're going to be modeling an emergent literacy strategy. And your textbook has a lot of different examples. It can be related to print concepts or writing or phonological awareness, um, letter recognition, lots of different things that you could choose from. So that's your first assignment. Your second assignment is you have another article critique to do. So you're going to pick another article from the ones that I have given you, and you're going to do the same kind of article critique as you did this module. And hopefully I will have given you feedback in the next couple of days so that if there is something that you needed to do differently on this one, you'll have the opportunity to do that. So those are the two assignments this week, and I'm really looking forward to those. Seeing what you guys are going to be modeling. Now, I have a couple of things that I want to model for you because your textbook, again, this chapter has a lot of really good information in it. It has a lot of things that I hope you will really take a chance to look at it and keep some of these. One of the things I want to show you is actually in your textbook, and that is using Elkonin boxes. So here's an example of an Elkonin box. It's really simple. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and I made two out of it and made the marks like this and a space like this, and I laminated it. So I use these in my class, my in-person classes as I'm teaching future teachers literacy strategies, but I also use this when because I work, do some volunteer work tutoring in a local elementary school. And so when I work with the students there, normally kindergarten, first grade, I use this, but you can use this with older kids too. So you can use this an Elkonin box for a lot of different ways, but I'm just going to show you how you might be able to use it to develop phonological awareness. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to show it to you like this, but imagine this on a child's desk. Now, you can give a child chips, lots of different things that you can give them to use, but you need to give them some kind of a chip or something to put on the Elkonin box. I like to use Play-Doh, and I'm going to show you why I like to use Play-Doh. First of all, Play-Doh is just fun, but I'll show you some reasons. So there's different ways that you can use an Elkonin box, but one way that you can use an Elkonin box is whenever you are teaching. If you look on page 150, it gives you the sequence for teaching phonemic and phonological awareness. So you're starting at segmenting words in a sentence. So really young children, they need to understand the concept of words. So if you said, bring me the ball, they need to know, bring me the ball, that's 4 words. So you could do something as simple as have them put a little thing, a little piece of, I like to use these balls, bring me, trying to see how I can do this better. Bring me the ball, so that they can see that that has 4 words in it, right? Now, that's just one example. You can also use this for if you, let's say that you are at the phoneme level. So remember, a phoneme is a sound. And so with phonological awareness, with early childhood, we're not really concerned with the phonics aspect yet, okay? We'll get there later, but right now in early literacy, we're looking at phonological awareness, the sounds. So let's say that you said the word sat. You could tell the kids how many sounds are in sat. S, a, t. Show me on your Alconen box. S. It's rolling off. S, a, t. 3 sounds. Now, the reason I like to use Play-Doh is I do a little activity called Smack It. And so you could say, I would like you to smack, or you could have a nicer word besides smack. I want you to show me what sound is the sound, and the kids would smack it down, okay? Press it down. So lots of different ways you can use an Alconen box. I'd highly recommend Alconen boxes. Now, another thing you can do, and I'll send these to you guys and put it online, is just something similar. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Tap It, Map It, Graph It, Zap It. Now, with early childhood, at the very beginning, again, you're just going to say, let's say that you said the word, again, let's use the word sat, sat. How many sounds are in sat? We're going to tap it. I hope you heard that. That was 3 taps. We tap it. Then we map it. So they would put 3. You don't have to use play. You could use checkers. S, at. Now, as they begin to learn the grapheme or the letter, then they're going to graph it. They would write S, A, T. And then we're going to zap it. Zap means we're going to teach them to read across and blend sat. So we tap, we map, put the cubes up here or whatever you're using. We graph, we write it, and we zap. Depending on the age of your children, they may just tap and map. That's okay. And then you could have them zap it. They may not be able to write it. So that's another strategy that you can do. The last thing I want to show you isn't really a strategy as much as a program that I've used used before to help children with letter sounds. And I cannot say enough for this. I'm not someone that sells, and endorses programs, but and trust me, this company is not paying me anything. But if you've ever heard of secret stories, love secret stories. When I was a principal, my whole school used secret stories. And I'm going to give you an example of a way that you use secret stories. Secret stories is a way to teach children phonemes and and phoneme combinations by stories. And the stories are in here. And you're going to see that there's a picture. And so it uses all aspects of the mind. So all the vowels are superheroes in our secret stories. And we know that superheroes like to remain incognito, to remain hidden. So they like to remain, but they don't want anyone to know who they are. When they are superhero, they always say their name. So A says A, E says E, I says I, and so on. But when they are in when they're not in superhero mode, they like to disguise themselves. And so A, for example, let me show you A. When A is in superhero mode, they say A. But when A is not in superhero mode, you know what she does? She likes to lay around and eat apples. Ah, apples. Ah. So A makes two sounds, A and ah. And that's the picture for it. So kids can see that picture, and then when they come to that letter, they're going to remember, what's the story? Apple. Now, it gets even a little bit more complicated into some, um, I guess you could say, I'm going to try to find one that has maybe a vowel team or something, but they're not just all, oh, okay, here's one. So when your kids get a little bit older, here we have AY and EY. They are always playing together. And you know what? Everyone in the school wants to be like AY and EY. But when they're together, they're always cool. And you know what they always say when they're together? A. A. They put their sunglasses on, pretend they're driving around Florida in their convertible. A. I'm cool. A. So that's secret stories. So those are just a few little things. Like I said, love early childhood. And I just wanted to show you a couple of ideas for strategies that you could use. I hope you have a great uh, week with this module. And if you're not an early childhood person, I hope that maybe you'll learn a few strategies that you haven't learned before. Okay, have a good week.